What's the deal, gang? What goes on? Everybody doing?
Good morning. Good morning. 4 hour just closed on the spot.
Sir,
Welcome,
I
everybody.
was sitting here for like an hour just waiting on
Yeah, just in the
something out of
middle of
this
the rain.
range. I went to the car, smoked a joint, I went by the neighbor's house, spoke to him outside. He's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm in the middle of work right now." Like, word, me too. Yo, the daily is undecisive. Yesterday's daily, undecisive, indecisive, undecisive, indecisive. Whatever. Jay is here. I'm sure he'll fix me.
It's
Tell me it's
undecided, indecisive. Yeah,
indecisive. Yes, I was gonna say it's.
indecisive and undecided. Yeah.
I can rely on you. This leg candle printing here on the 1 hour to the downside, but we look tell it 2 leg candles in a row. I guess you could call that. There is a level there. It is level, my friend. Boom, boom. This chops sucks. All right, here's what we want to see. The 4 hour, the previous 4 hour did close bullish. I'm still bullish on this 4 hour till this one closes, right? But I understand that we've come down here, we've come up, made an attempt to drive up, we failed. Now we've closed bearish, but at a support of sorts in the chop. So funky here. The hourly levels right there, the 30 levels there, 15 level down here. And the 30s back in this chop. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, gang. Let me think. People at the Zoom door, come in. Damn. I haven't looked at the charts since like 2 a.m. Not much changed. We're still in the same fucking chop. We were in here. Last time I looked at the market was down here. That was 1:30, yeah. I remember the candle. We were discussing this in the Signal channel. Yeah, I think I want to be up above 91 here for buys. And for sells, I'm not liking sells at all right now. So here's what I'll say. What I want to see is either a closure above 91. I just don't see sells here. I don't see clear sells here. I see some range here, but I see too many things in a way of possible sells right now, even on the most recent candles, right? The 15 looks like it's got room to go. The hourly looks like it's pump, or the 30 looks like it's got a support there, and the hourly's got a whole bunch of levels in here. So I just don't see sells happening here. If they do, we'll probably miss them. We'll let the sell-off happen here. We'll let that range be created. And once it is, right, let's say if the sells do show up here for any weird fucking reason in hell, like we'll let these ranges clear out, or whatever happens here. We'll let this clear out, and then we'll trade if there's a sell. If we do set up for a sell, right, we'll trade some kind of onion here. Come down. Right. That's the only sell I would see. We'd need to play out, and we'd need to come up for resistance, and then we can trade back to the lows. terms of buys, fairly simple here, right? We get that closure above here. We're looking to no limit order buys. No, I don't like anything here. No. No. Fine. Yeah, it stops. You know, when none of this existed, different story. But now, with all this here, yeah, there's no limit orders.
I think that's very well written, very well described. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Well,
or shit range. Damn. Yeah, not easy. You get in, boom, goes up. If you're in a sell, you're in a buy, boom, it comes down for a sell. It's just weird. I think it'll move tonight though for Asian because Trump did tweet he was going to say he's going to obliterate Iran and make them disappear off the face of the earth or a whole new population or something. I forgot what he tweeted. It's something like that, bro. Sounds like World War III. It's just insane. So it should move tonight.
He said we're gonna a whole civilization will die tonight. That was his exact
that's the one
language.
Bro,
I like how he said we're gonna send them back to the Stone Age. And I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
I'm like, you know what? Time for an upgrade.
Yeah, that's just insane, bro. That's he guy was talking about peace the whole time. Now he got Israel by the Israel's got him by the balls, so now he's just.
But here's the thing, like they're not
insane, bro.
They're not bending the knee.
Who's they? Iran?
Yeah.
Why the hell would they?
Well, here's the deal. They would, but there's no true leader, identifiable leader. Like the reason he's doing all this is to really force Europe's and NATO's hand and to find out who the fuck the leaders are, because he's also said in the same paragraph that he's having very good talks with the current leadership, supposed leadership. But if they truly, and the people that are the administration's in talks with, they want a deal. So he's basically saying, hey, if you want the deal, prove that you are truly in power right now, right? And open up the strait, because if that's not something you're capable of doing, then we're not talking to the right people.
Yeah, but that's just a psychology.
So let's see what really happens. Let's see what really ends up happening at the end of the day. But could be just one big.
Bro, if that happens, Israel will control all of the Middle East. I'm telling you, they cannot let go of it, and they won't. It's just insane. They have to get out of their business, bro. They have no reason to be in their business. So they want to take over all the oil. They want to take over everything over there and control the Middle East. They need to get the hell out of it. It's insane. And whatever they do in their own country is their own business, right? And if there's a big issue or something, that's something else, bro. This has been going on.
Let's see what happens at the end of the day. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, I'm annoyed that he's getting involved.
None of us are really.
He should not be. Yeah, he should not be getting involved in a war.
I'm to the information.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed. But this is why gold is the way it is, man. It's very. It's supposed to be moving better, but it's very off, up and down. People aren't sure what's happening. Even indices, You know, it's just off. I think the only thing that's really uh, decent and strong is obviously oil, right? That must be pushing because it's getting very expensive here, bro. Very expensive. We're almost at €2 a liter.
Fuck the oil, my friend. Corn, my friend. Very much.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, €2 a liter almost, bro. Do you know what that means? There's 3.79 liters in a gallon. That's almost €8 a gallon, bro. It's insane.
Go to Puerto Rico. It's only $1. 102. I saw it all day in Puerto Rico. You need to move to Puerto Rico. 102 a liter.
Man.
Becoming
Yeah,
a great
I mean,
place to live.
it might not be. Yeah,
I'm just
never
saying.
been, so I don't know. But yeah, it's just yeah, it's an issue, man. It's a big issue. It's a problem.
We'll talk. We'll talk in the summer, in June.
In the summer, yeah. Yeah, if we're not in.
But hey,
in World
man,
War II.
props to the military for getting the second airman out. Got this fucker out of a cave.
Yeah, that was pretty quick. They only sent like 1 million people after them.
Hey, that's the reason
What did
the
Trump
U.S.
write?
military does their job, right? Because they know
Yeah.
that somebody's coming to get them, if anything. That's why they go in. That's like, in terms of military, just military, forget strategy, forget everything. Like, that's why people like the U.S. military, right? That's why they go into all these places, because, you know, they know that if some shit goes down, somebody's coming to rescue them. They'll pause the war just to get them out.
Yeah, but now less and less people are entering the army or these armed forces because they know they're no longer fighting for the U.S. They're fighting for another country, and they're going to be going to other countries.
I think the U.S. has record military numbers.
Yeah, well, when Trump got into power, yes, and then now that he's being puppeted by somebody else, they're not going to do that anymore. Which country was it that raised the age? There's a country just recently, a few days ago, I think it was Germany, that just indicated that any man between the age of 18 and 45 cannot leave the country without the permission from the army if they're going to try to leave for more than 3 months. Bro, it's insane. They're not letting anybody leave or anything like that. They're blocking everybody. They're preparing for some shit, bro. It's just insane. It's not good for anybody except for the people that sell weapons, obviously, and shit like that. But yeah, they need to live and let live, as they say.
When has that happened?
Yeah, stop the United States of Israel. That's what we need to do.
Live and let live.
It's supposed to be U.S. first, bro, and it's not. It's not. It's all about money, power, games, the same bullshit as before, bro. Same BS. Trump was a better president in 2016 because he wasn't being manipulated.
I got a joint. Nobody move. I'm gonna go smoke it.
Oh man.
Viewers. How the fuck did this happen? Another fucking bungee jumping spider. This is crazy. I just opened the door and the fucking spider just fell right on my shoulder. Fuckers keep setting up these bungee ropes. I just helped him. Got it. A little dive there. Yo, how did it get so quiet in here? I walked out, it was a whole fuss happening. As soon as I leave, did we get taken down? If we're talking character, why there's never been a president?
Yeah.
Except there. Chamberlain.
I wanted to make sure I didn't say anything. By the time you got back, you were already banned. So I figured I'd
Oh,
shut
now
up.
he's this. No, I need you to, you know, fill the dead air. Fill the dead air.
Okay. Man. Well,
Upstairs, though.
we're still in the horseshit range, people. We're not taking any positions right
In our
now.
room, just do it quietly.
How's that?
Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, every time you look like, all right, sells would look good below here, right? Below this current support that we made. But then if you mark that off as a support, right, to come down and fill the 15 range, let's say over here. Okay, you're bumping into the 30 closure right there, support right there. If you want to go lower than that, then you got the hourly right below it. Whole thing sucks.
Yeah, we were this morning. Went to the hospital for another appointment, and she had to actually sign and get into a meeting with around 40 other pregnant women to get the approval and to sign for the epidural, and or if they're gonna have a cesarean or something like that. If you don't sign it, they just don't give it to you. That's insane. And it wasn't like that when we were in the other city. So in this city, that's what they're doing. So she's like, this is the most important thing. I need to get it. I need to get it. And I was like, okay, we're gonna go. So
You're planning
then
on
there was a
having C-section?
comprehensive. No, it's all gonna be natural. But the epidural was the important part for her. So
Oh yeah, you need the
it was
epidural.
Sorry?
You need the epidural. The problem is a lot of times, like, I know some women that did it without it on purpose because there's lasting effects. Like down the road, maybe 10, 15, 20 years down the road, you feel that in your spine. They feel that pain. You get that lingering back pain.
Okay.
So, like my wife started to feel it now. She had like her first epidural like 20 years ago, 21. Yeah, our first kid born 22 years ago. So yeah, and then 13 years ago, and then 8 years ago, 6 years ago, you know, like she's had 4 epidurals, and it's like over the
Yeah.
years you said the doctor told us initially on the very first one. I remember a long time ago. It was like, yo, after a while, like you might feel this 20 years down the line. The pain might come back in your spine. That's common from epidurals. So
Yeah, but there's only so much pain that they can really take
yeah,
at
during the
some point.
pregnancy,
It's just-
absolutely. My wife was like, "No, fuck that." Hit me.
Yeah. I mean, she wanted to do it without, and then while it was happening, she says, no, fuck this, I'm doing it. So when the centimeters were getting close to it, she had maybe 1 hour to decide, and she goes, no, fuck it, I want it. And next to us, there were 2 other women. Well, I mean, in the other rooms, because we were alone in ours.
They said no.
We just kept hearing them scream every 2-3 minutes, bro, screaming. And my girl was like almost crying because
how
she
long
kept
was your
hearing them
pregnancy?
scream.
How long did the actual labor take? How long?
The pregnancy?
The labor. I know the pregnancy was 9
Oh,
months.
her labor started at midnight in the night of Saturday to Sunday, and then she gave birth at 5:43 p.m. on Sunday. So a
Wow.
full. Sorry?
So all 3 of my kids popped out in less than an hour.
Oh,
So,
really?
Literally, labor was like, yeah, maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. All of that. I was just like, yo.
How is that even possible? Like as soon as she started getting like her
Well,
water broke
all
or
right,
not,
all right.
but
No. So started having
like the labor is from the
she's-
moment
from the moment she started having contractions.
contractions, yeah.
It's just
The strongest part obviously was the last when they were 5 minutes apart or 3 minutes apart. That obviously was a lot faster. It took, I think, about 3 hours or something like that. But no, the whole thing from A to Z. As soon as she knew,
yeah.
she said
When
she's
you
still-
water the water, bro, it was like I think it was like 6 hours, 5-6 hours.
Oh, yeah, 17, almost 18 hours for her. It was a very, like with Bianca, like it was very, very painful for her, like severely painful, even during during the entire pregnancy. But 90% of women have a hard time when they have a girl. It destroys them. Like it takes all
I
of
love
their
how
beauty.
this is like a 95% male stream discussing what it's like for women.
Yeah, no, I know that because I'm doing a lot of research on it, and 90% of the women
Good
that
husband, good
have
father.
Girls, they are so exhausted, they are burnt. It takes all of their energy. It's like the baby's taking their beauty, the beauty from the mom, basically. And right now with our kid,
Mom
with
be
our boy,
showing
bro,
the
it's
paper.
nothing. Yeah, she's like almost, she's dancing around, she's having fun, and I'm like, what the hell? She's like, yo, she could barely even lift a foot with Bianca. It was insane, bro. From the beginning, it was so bad. My kid doesn't even he barely moves in her stomach. Like he kicks around, but he doesn't move like Bianca would, like all the time and kick her so hard and everything. So it's way easier having a boy.
You be showing the
and
daughter your baby pictures and shit. Like, look what you did to me. Remember that? Always making me upset.
No, she keeps slapping the stomach. She keeps slapping it.
Showing the baby what you looked like 20 years ago and shit.
Yeah,
You fucked me up, girl.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, look how pretty I was. Now, look what you did to me. But she's gaining a lot more weight, obviously, with having the boy than with the girl. But that varies depending on each baby that you get, because some women sometimes will lose a lot of weight with boys. But yeah, so she's like, nah, I need this epidural. I don't give a shit I don't care. I'm getting it no matter what happens. She's not gonna go through the pain again.
All right, gang.
That way. So.
Sorry,
Huh?
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I
No,
just
no, no.
realized. I just realized we got 7 minutes here till NYC open, so
Yep.
don't go anywhere. Lock
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
I know you hear us talking.
Nah, that's why I was
Talking about
I was
labor.
looking and there's nothing. Yeah.
and having kids and
Yeah, I mean, it's the most amazing thing in this
20
world, right?
Like a bunch of people are like 20 years old in here, like, man, fuck that. I ain't doing this.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool, right? But one day or another, they're gonna want to have a family, and proof that God exists, right? The biggest miracle of life is childhood and I mean pregnancies, and then giving birth, obviously, and then how they're developing, how the brain, it's just incredible. So I get to see that, for the first time with my daughter, and it's all new stuff. And obviously you've been through it like 3 times, right? So you know how it is. And I'm going to have a boy, so it's going to be pretty incredible as well to see the difference. And I'm really excited about that. But there's nothing better. Only on, obviously, when you're financially ready for a man, and when you're a woman, when you're early 20s, start at that point, because otherwise it's going to get very difficult. So that's just what we are made to do, right? To procreate and help each other out as human beings. So that's the beauty of it. And obviously, you and I will never know the pain that a woman goes through when she's given birth. So I'm like, girl, you want the epidural? Yeah, they'll give it to you. No worries. We'll pay whatever it is. But then they tell me, oh no, it's free here, sir. And I'm like, I love this country. Everything is free here. So I don't have to pay for shit. And whereas
Are you
in the
Jewish?
States, it would have cost me. No. Why? Because I have to pay for shit, bro.
That's I don't have to pay for shit phrase, kind of. Did it?
Yeah.
I always question.
Yeah.
I always question you. You have a lot of
It's true. You do. I have a lot of
Jewish characteristics. But yeah, no, I mean, you're right. Honestly, I guess the real question here is, how's this going to impact LeBron's legacy? That's the real question here.
That is a tough one. Yes, that is a tough one. Bianca's looking at me smiling and laughing.
Wix is a seasoned vet. Yeah, if you don't know, they got my numbers hanging in the rafters at the.
Really?
I'm in the Labor Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Very nice. Did you see the spike on gold on this 1 minute and 5 minute?
You should have seen me spike the baby when I caught it. After.
Yeah. Touchdown. This massive spike on gold of 100 pips just happened because notification came in. Iran closes all diplomatic and indirect channels of communication with the U.S., suspending the exchange of messages following Trump's threat to kill Iran's whole civilization. So
yeah, them fuckers in a bunker somewhere or in a cave.
Yeah, I mean,
leaders,
they
not
think
the
that
people.
caverns are something. I mean, in caves, whatever. I mean, yeah, that's just not how it works. So
4:20 on the clock here, gang. 4:20. You know what that means? Like, I got one chance to take a pull, and then we're gonna see the fireworks here for NYC Open. Can we get this closure above the damn range here in the next 4 minutes? Let's see what happens. Come on, come on, come on, Papa Trump. Let's go. You can do it. Honestly, the only reason I'm stepping out, I gotta finish this joint before this rain starts.
oh, okay. So another silence muting.
I'm here with the mic. I brought the mic with me.
You brought the mic. It's time for Kenny to say something. Kenny, it's all you. I see you smoking it. You're like,
he can give us a cough or something.
Huh?
Kenny can speak in coughs right now.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, baby.
Cough twice if you agree.
The chat. Yeah, I'm not reading the chat because I'm not on YouTube. I'm not reading the chat at all. I have no idea what people are saying if they're trying to tag me or say something.
If people are trying to tag you?
I have no idea. No, they can't because I'm not logged in on YouTube right now. So I have no idea if people are saying something I'm supposed to respond to. So it's all
I'm on the other side of the screen. I can't see it either. So dialogue it is.
Yeah, basically. So we got 3 minutes left for NYC Open. And by the way, I'm moving in 18 days. So I found the place 1 block right behind my house, which I'll be keeping for a long time.
Is this a wanted move or are you getting evicted?
No, I'm in an Airbnb because here, you remember the rules and the laws?
Oh, yeah.
It's very difficult to rent something out if you're not from here and have a job that pays you here so that they can seize your funds from your bank account or your job that they are allowed to do by law. Yeah, and so since my funds are in the States, they can't seize or access anything. So I have to pay in advance the entire
They're going to
rent.
have to fight the IRS for it.
Yeah.
Have your people talk to my people. Let's see which country can keep my funds, but I'm living here. Weird. You should just tell them to fight it out while you live.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is the good thing about having money. It allows you to do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do. I got to pay the entire rent in advance. And that's a lot of money, plus the deposit, plus the fee for the company, for the real estate company. And so there's a lot of stuff going, but thank God I was able to find it. It's bigger than the place I'm in now. And right now I'm in a 4-story home, about 200 square meters. And the other one is also a 4-story home, but with 6 bedrooms with 300 square meters.
Is there a yard?
So, oh yeah.
Got a yard. Elevator?
It's just an elevator. No, that's the only issue.
4 floors and no elevator.
We're in a community. Yeah.
You're nuts. I would never go up to the 4th floor. Ever. It would have to be. I might not make it to the 3rd floor in like 4 or 5 months. I would have to be out of weed, and there would have to be a clip upstairs.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with that.
I might get there. That's not even 100. I might just ask somebody to go up and bring it.
I mean,
ask the
that's what you have,
hey,
right?
bring me my.
Hey, get me my shit. Yeah, exactly. That's what our parents did. That's what my parents did with me, bro. They're like, hey,
Jay, bring me the condoms.
Newspaper. Yeah, get me the newspaper. Where is it? They're all the way upstairs, and it's all the way down.
Jay changed the channel, and you had no choice because remotes didn't exist.
Yeah.
All right, Dad, hold on. Let me get up, walk over to the TV. You were the remote. Remember growing up back in the 1900s?
Is that too? No, but
I was the remote in my house. I had to get up and go fucking turn the knob on the TV.
Yo, back in my day, like I'm older than you are. we also had a TV that was without a remote, the one that you had to turn on the actual TV to turn it on and turn the channels, bro. So I was the physical getting out to go and turn the channel, bro. It was ridiculous. All right, 9:30. Let's take a look. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's see.
There's nothing here for me, honestly, at 9:30 right now. Because this is volume, right? So we could push up without a bottom wick. We could reject here off this resistance to come back down. It's indecisive. The higher time frame is indecisive here as well. As we look at the daily, it's odd we opened at this price today, right now. Where we are, look, the price is exactly where we opened the daily candle, or where we closed yesterday's daily candle. I don't know. We opened here, closed here, but really indecisive here right now. And while we're in this chop, we just gonna wait. Oh, the dial and the TV, those are tough. Yeah, you walk over. Remember the TV looked like this? You walk over, it's just got two antennas like this. You'd be having to fuck with it. You'd be like, Dad, be like, yo, Ben, fold one of them. Fold one of them. More floors. Yo, what the fuck? How did we just switch to that? No, go back. Is gold going to 2 something today? It's definitely going to 2.
Oh, is gold moving? Oh,
how are all these lines back on screen now? What's going on? When did I draw? I didn't have any of this here. Yo. When did I draw those fucking white lines? As I said earlier, if this decides to come down, there's no entries here for sells. This is going to have to clear out the range. Means it needs to pretty much fill this wick all the way down and create some new range for us, new levels for us. Wherever this bottoms out and creates a support, we'll trade after it retests. I'm not looking to do anything here off the 30. Or off NYSE open, off the break of the lows, or off the break of the range. Need closures. We need the market to create the range. Like, there's a reason we've been stuck in here and we keep coming back in here. Let's wait for some clear closures. $100 says this rescue that they had, the 2 pilots, that's gonna be it's gonna be a movie. Definitely gonna turn into a movie. On here. Might be looking at 4-hour closures here. This chop sucks. Good thing we're already up over 200 pips on the week. Don't have to really go chasing a paycheck, right? You know, we're getting paid regardless. Blow it up in this range? Patience gonna. What do you mean? You took a bunch of positions in the range? Why, brother? Wait. Hi, brother. Why? I mean, not what we'd expect to see. Not the fireworks you'd expect to see from NYSE Open. As I say that, we about to get the hell out of this range. Buy looking interesting. Drop. So I guess you could have looked at it like this. And that 5 gave you that closure below. Can't look at it like that on the smaller time frame. I mean, on a higher time frame, only the 5. Yeah, if this printed on the 15, we're taking this on a breakout low. Can't do it on a 5 there, especially with that chop. Stop. The push. Let's see if this can actually push down and give us some closures way below the range. Just out here stacking pancakes. In other words, eating pineapples. Stacking pancakes is the same thing as eating pineapples. You guys know that. How's the weather down there? It is like ass and feet. Honestly, I like it. Like, I like the fact that it's raining and it's like torrential rain. It's coming down hard. We got flash flood warnings. I like it because less people on the road and Big Bertha can handle pretty much anything. See how these lows that we keep making here, every time we break below, every time it's still a higher low, and then we end up making a higher high. Yeah, I'm not looking for pancakes there either because none of these levels fall in line as well, right? If you're looking for a pancake there off of 15, that's a 15 level. There's no 30 there. No 1 there. No 4 there. It's only a 15 level. So tough. It becomes tough to trust when you're like, hey, there's 30s here. Maybe I'd rather be in on a 30 than a 15. I'd rather be in on the hourly than a 15, which is down here, right? So not a valid pancake. There is no support down here. There's a bunch of chop here on the higher time frame as well. There's no supports here that we can use. None of these areas. We're going to be able to use whatever it creates right now. That's what we're going to use. Support we're going to use to do our TA for targets and risk management hasn't been printed yet. pancake is my position where I take a limit entry. And there's about 6 different versions of the pancake. 6 or 7. Well, 6 at the moment. There might be 7. We have to wait for the 4-hour close. Well, that's a good point. We're in the last 15 minutes of a 4-hour candle. What do we know from the last 15 minutes? It usually pulls back. And look what it's done. We've been dropping. In the last 15, usually pulls back in order to give the 4-hour the wick, right? Create the range that needs to be filled. That's typical. The last candle of the 4-hour. Seeing that happen right now. The 15 is pulling back after a drive down. See if it closes back in range, or does it come back down? No. If this fucker closes back in range, we might be looking at buys. To the 4-hour highs, at which point I'm thinking more sells again. Good. Good. We want to be in a top wick. We want to be in, if we're looking for sales here, on a top wick off the next 4-hour. Right? 4 hours going to close bearish here. The next 4 hours should come down and fill this wick. So if it should create that bottom wick up or down, can we trade to that bottom wick? And if we open with a top wick, where can we go? Maybe an interesting closure. Really want to pay attention to the more recent price action. Tune this out. The 15 is the first one starting to give way here. Redo this. Most recent price action. gives us this. The reason I moved it down here instead of here, I usually like these levels, but I see what it wicked off of this body. So that's the body we're gonna use. This wick too. Just want these closures, ball. Wicks higher. Seven minutes.
This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset. My choices. My willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback, and if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
It's a heavy 4-hour candle.
Yep, 2.5 minutes. Meanwhile, we got time to hit the like button real
Also,
quick.
Yeah, for sure. Drop a like and please sub to the channel, gang. Also,
Let's do
share
it.
the stream. Share the stream. Let's all do it together. Get a little flex in here. All right, let me get a little flex. Flex the buys, baby. Don't fart. Don't shit your pants when you're flexing. Go. Yeah. It gets the blood flowing. Market playing ping pong, my friend. Very nice. Be careful here. Look at this. See the support? You see how the market went straight up from here? Bong. Yeah, be careful of that area. Be close respecting that. It could be another bong. Never really cleared that range out on the higher time frame. Just made a higher low. Keeps making these higher lows. Doesn't change the fact 4-hour is bearish. Most recent price action is on its way down. You want to see some sells. Tough closure. think we need a top wick here on this 4 hour. I'm gonna have a buy limit here at 46.52 flat. Good luck, gang. Got a buy limit right here. I believe we need a top wick on this 4 hour. Make sure your stops are in place. Break here. Going a bit lower risk here because we're going against structure here. Oh. I don't know how that didn't tap us in there. All right, we're in there now. Partials right there at 20. I'm gonna move stops to break even here, and let's see if this can ride up. All right, I closed partials, stops to break even because we sniped it here. We don't want it to re-break the lows. Either a pump up or we're out, right? If it re-breaks lows, we don't want to be in there. And there we go, stops it. All right, we want that tap and a bounce up. If it re-breaks lows, there's a chance it re-tapped the low and it didn't go below. If it re-breaks lows, right, we got the very bottom of there. It should come down and fill this wick here and get to that next support. Yeah, I didn't even think I got 20. I closed. Let's see. Yeah, I got 22 here. 20, let me do the count. 20, 21. Yeah, so I closed 80% of my position at 21 pips. And then the remaining 20% hit BE. W, but still W. Where's the stops? What do you mean? We're out of the trade. We went break even when we saw 20 pips. There's a high possibility we hold it, right? This is a 4 hour level. Stops, if you're still in there, if you decided to ride this out, they're going to be here, right? 112. But I believe once we see a reaction here and we start re-breaking lows, this wick fill to the left is the next stop, right? Target right here, 46.20 areas. I'm a big believer that this 4 hour needs a top wick, but we wanted to snipe it. We did not want this to re-break our low. We want to just tap and drive up. There are cases where we don't mind this, you know, the re-break, but in this case, I do mind this re-break because it's against our bias. You asked that when you were in a trade? Yeah. Stops would have been these candles if it just decided to smash immediately, but once we saw reaction, we have to go break even. See, there you go. That's why you go break even. Next target, fill of the wick. The key here is not to be in this position. The key here is to snipe it, not to have any risk on a position. You want to snipe it and go BE. That's the key on the pancake here. He bought and got BE. No, I bought and closed 80% of my position at 21 pips. I'd rather be in sells. We just don't have a top wick here on this 4 hour yet, so I believe we're going to come up and make one. If we do not, I'm waiting on the closures, right? Once we get these closures, we start pulling back up and create resistance. We'll look to trade it back down to support areas here. Is that a pancake 1.0? No. 2.0. This was a this was a pancake 1.0 right here. Oops.
Yeah, when you took the buy limit, I was in sells. Closed where you took the buys, and I couldn't cash the buys, and then I closed way too early because it dumped
Yeah.
like a bitch.
It's a 4 hour level here. It's a strong 4 hour low, but
Yeah, that's why I can't take anything at this point. But it 250 pips below where my closure was. I'm like, fuck, that's just nasty. Yeah, man. And I wanted to get back in, but
there's no top
it
wick
was a
on this
little
4
more
hour.
tricky.
You know, chances are
It has a
makes one.
mini top wick on the 1 hour, but it was a little more difficult. Yeah, mini. Boop, beep, beep.
So this is a pancake 1.0. You see how you got that wicket into there and you get that closure? Next time that price gets back down there, you should see a wick like this. And that's what you ended up seeing. Wick like that. Look where this candle closed. Look where that candle closed. You see this? See that drop? That closure, that was your target. In this candle, that's your partial based on that candle. Market gives you that read. It gives you that read quite often. So wherever that closure was, right, when you got that wick into that area, you see, oh shoot, we got that massive closure in there. Next time we wick into there, that wick is going to mimic this candle. Well, a lot of times it'll mimic this wick. So this was a pancake 1.0 right there if you took it. Pancake 2.0. This is good. This is good. No matter what kind of sell-off you see, you know, you could really bite on the volume, but not have any risk management or valid stops in case you're wrong, right? Which is a possibility. Hey, that's a W. range down here. Those orders are still up there at 85? Good area. Looking at it earlier.
Say that again. I couldn't hear anything. Bianca was crying.
I was talking to Drizzo. I was trying to see if those orders are still up there at 85.
Oh, there's still some orders somewhere?
355 orders now. How much was there before?
Let me get on the chat, bro.
At 122 and now 350. Gonna pull the market there. Remember, the 4 hour doesn't have a top wick yet. And that's the level I was looking at for a top wick. Right? Look at the hourly. The hourly level right there. High likelihood we have a pancake here, 46.85. But it's gonna have to give us some closures, which I believe it will. We're so far away from there that if we end up making it up there, we're gonna get some closures on the way. Some bearish closures where we can get up there with a wick. All right, 15 closing below the range here. The issue is the 30's still open, and we don't have a top wick on this hourly or this 4 hour. I think if we're able to get a 30 closure back up above here, back up above 51. So let's say, do we have a smaller time frame level here? Maybe we go to the 30. Okay. So we can see this. Candle's able to pull back up here, and if the 30 closure looks like this, right? Eventually, this 30 candle ends up looking like this. I will have a BBL here, right? We'll look for another pancake. Right off that area, expecting the 4 hour. Eventually give us a top wick, and if that's the case, we're gonna look for this. Will give the 4 hour top wick here, and then up or down, it'll be up to that But we'll want to see a respect of this area here. And then we'll want a bottom wick into this area. Entry will be the bottom wick. Stops will be the wick here. But we need that closure back up above and try to get that top wick on this current 4 hour. Bottom wick entry. We're going to get bottom wick entry, but it would have to be next candle as long as we respect support. $200 now over 354. I'm not even sure what that means. That closure on NQ. I just don't trust it like I do gold. The 15 closed below on gold. The 30 still open. We opened up with a bottom wick here. See if we could pull back up. Or can we see another sharp sell-off?
So you're looking for top wick sells, or you're looking for buy limits once it dumps?
We could play both. I'm looking for
Okay.
I'm looking for the 15 to fake out. And if the 15 fakes out, closes back up here, that means the 30 held support. And if the 30 holds support, can we look for buys? Why? Because the 4 hour also doesn't have a top wick, and neither does the hourly. And there's a lot of orders here at 46.85. And the 4 hour resistance is up here if we want to drive down at 46.96. So I imagine we tap those areas before coming down. That's usually what happens. That's likelier to happen than us just continuing down here with no top wick on the 4 hour. We are likelier to pull back up in range here. But if you guys are banking on sells right now, that's fine too. And I'm not, I'm not Nostradamus. I try to speak things into existence, but I'm just talking probabilities. And chances are this 4 hour candle comes back in range, creates that top wick there. If price truly wants to come down, it should drive down off resistance. We just got a 4 hour closure, which established resistance. Now you need the drive off of there. So you need to get back to it, tap it, and then come down. Will it do that? It's not a guarantee. There's no 100% on anything here, but right, there's no guarantee on anything. But if we play the probabilities, and probability dictates that 95% of candles have top and bottom wicks.
And that's on the 30 or on the hourly?
On the 30, on the hourly, on the 4 hour, all the higher time frames need a top wick. The only thing that has a top wick right now is a 15, and that top wick might just be us faking out to come back up in range. And if that's the case,
no, I mean you're looking to take it to see hopefully that it takes place, that it happens on the 30 or on the hourly, or are you looking for like a 5 minute or something?
No, I'm looking for this 30 closure, this 15 and 30 closure in 8 minutes. If we close back up above 46.51, 46.52, I'm looking to on the following candle, I'm looking to take a bottom wick entry to come up here for the 4 hour top wick.
Nice. Okay. All right. Perfect. Cool. Thank you.
So this 15, right, should end up looking like this. Next candle should open up like this. This is entry. Looking for this. Off the bottom wick entry here. Stops will be the lows that we've made here so far. At this point, what happens when the 15 closes back up there? Your 30 closes respecting, right? 30 closes like, motherfucker. Just drew this earlier. 30 closes like this. To the 30 here. Right? This, the 15 does this, the 30 closes like this. Respecting, right? Respecting the level there. Giving us a bottom wick. This bottom wick right there. So we want a bearish opening, but a bullish flip, right? So eventually you end up looking like that. See these two candles, 15 or 30. This would be the 30 move. This is what it looks like on the 15 at the same time. Look, so far it's looking exactly like we want it to. This. And if we look at the 15, looking exactly like we want it to here. Creating that little top wick here. It's going to give us a top wick. Pull back a little right there. Give us a little closure. Now we just needed to hang out like this for the next 6 minutes, which is a lot of time. So I don't know if we will. We might end up running up right now, creating a 4-hour wick. But that's not what I want. I want the closure right now here. And a bottom wick entry on the next candle. But you guys see like the probabilities play out here. Yeah, right? We were just down here. I told you. I'm banking on the fact that if we do drive down, it's not now. Highly likely we make that top wick before making that decision. You're seeing it play out in real time. If the 15 closes with no top wick, yeah, I will most likely not take that bottom wick entry. I don't believe it will, but we'll see.
You know what I did, right?
Move stops to break even, and now you're trailing.
Absolutely took the buys, and I'm up 170 pips, maybe.
Oh, very nice. You took him as it came back into range in here.
Mm-hmm. Took him from the
52?
50, 48. 48.
About 48. That's when I was saying I'm banking on this to come back up.
Exactly.
Can't even be reading between the lines. Oh, word? Ding ding. Order filled. Order
Well,
filled, my friend.
I actually had a markup to hoping that it came back to about 65, and then you started talking about it coming up to 85, and I was like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at 85 here based on the hourly. Hey, gang, we might get a lit candle closure here on the 1 hour, and 85's in full effect at that point. All right, let's say we get this closure here. Let's get rid of everything we've drawn here. Right? Reggie gonna be all over this position if that shit goes down. Right? If we close here like this right now. Everybody know what we're looking for. Looking for that top wick into this area. And we're looking for the lit candle fill. So this will be pancake sell limit. So anything's still possible. 3 minutes for this 15 to close. Look how the 15 has a top wick. The 4 hours got a top wick now too. "15 seconds here." Yeah, a lot depends on how we open up here. Open to the top. Dirty leg handle. We're looking for a top wick sell either off of here or a bottom wick entry off here, but we got a top wick, so we can't take that bottom wick entry, and we never reached 85 here and flip bearish. These are no sells. A little bit of waiting. Some more waiting. The hourly's holding for now. Might be a position off the next hourly. We'll see. I'm not taking this just off the push up here. Got a bottom wick there, like handle body low. I'm gonna need some help in closures. Yeah, if we can get some help here, maybe on this candle closing like candle like this. Right? Maybe the hourly gives us a lick candle. Minutes on the 15, maybe 15, no wick, no top wick. We'll see. But man, I love this 85 level on the hourly. Attempted to have a sell stop. Attempted to have a sell limit. I just see the wick fill here right now happening. See 85, that's the level. I just see the wick fill. We need candles to help us out a bit. I see the wick fill here to the left, and I also see the 4-hour range to the top here. So I'm not actively in sell stops. I mean, in sell limits here off 85 levels. A whole bunch of sell orders did just get activated, right, Drizzle? I think it's going to pump up here. Four-hour level. That's where I think we're headed. Are we? I don't know, but that's where I think we're headed. Before resistance. I figure the 4-hour levels get tapped. Not, then no. And great, this brings us down. You might get a leg candle closure here on the hourly. But yeah, a whole bunch of sell orders just got activated there. 85. I need candles to follow along as well. I can't just get in there. Sellers filled. Damn, 355 contracts filled on the sells there, right? At 85. Might be strong enough to get it back to 75. Just to have that ride back up. I think that's a possibility here.
I just moved my stop loss to 75 when you said that.
It makes sense. 474 buys filled seconds before the sells. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's why I can't fuck around with that. Too much manipulation in terms of psychology and who's gonna fill where, when. Or there's, somebody saw those 375s, like, all right, they're gonna be my liquidity. I'm gonna throw in 600 orders a minute before that, seconds before. It sells at my level. Yeah, I just need candles to play along. Our level's on point. You just go by our levels, you'll be profitable. But I'm gonna need more than just levels in this case. 4 hours got that top wick. Chop. Let's chop. The market just does not seem to want to go above 90 here. Let's get us above 92 so we can get some buys. Gotta trust your levels and keep a tight stop. I tend to trust my levels with price action combined. Seeing a string of sellers market executing, they have those buys trapped for now. It's funky here because like you could see a strong rejection right now of 75 to bring you up over 92, or that you might have topped out here on the 4-hour. Finally start bringing us back down and filling the lick candle here off the previous 30, right? You might get an hourly close on a lick candle here, and then top wick sells again to come down, start filling the hourly bottom. I gotta be honest with you, sellers and buyers might win in that case. Really have not liked anything this morning. Like sometimes we see positions that we're not in, like, yeah, that was great. There's absolutely nothing that I'm ecstatic about for the morning session. There's 75 that we said we need to get back to. And from here, the market has to make a decision. Decision time. The buyers thought they were going to be the smart ones. They drop a whole bunch of orders right before the sellers, and the seller was like, "Oh, got the buyers. Let's gotcha, bitch. Get more sells and more sells." Up. What decisions are gonna make?
Uh-oh. Somebody pull another wallet out. The buyers pull out some more wallets.
They walking around the huddle right now, like, yo, just collecting change. Just drop everything you got in the hat. Drop it in the hat. Drop it in the hat.
Here I go. It's all good.
That wasn't a 30 close. I thought that was a 30 close. Fuck, never mind. Never mind. I wanted to take a sell off a top wick here, but never mind. It's too late for that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna have a sell limit here, 75.6, but kind of flipped. I think we need to see a bottom wick here. Didn't quite get there. Let's see if we can pull up. Oh, whoa, not that kind of pull up. That ain't what I wanted to see.
Wait, are you in?
No, I'm not in. I was about to be, a second before I said it, it should just pumped up.
Okay. 75 was your level, so you'd be in right now, basically, approximately.
75.5, 75.5. Yeah, there you go. Making that. I wanted to tap of that level. 5.5. Take a
Okay.
sell right here. Just took a sell right where we were. We're gonna see if we can fill this leg candle. We're gonna keep stops at the top of the wick. Got a bit of a late entry there, 73. All right, though. Looking for a leg candle fill down here. Right there.
So,
Add on to my position right there. So 4674.7 is the entry. So our trade looks like this. 74.7. Okay. Looking to create a bottom wick on this 15, on this 30 to start filling the leg candle down. That's the goal. About 20 pips here. Flip and stops to break even. See if we can collect a little bit. Goes half of my position there at 20 pips on the dot. So we've secured stops are to break even here. Let's see if we can fill the leg candle. I closed exactly half my position, and I'm gonna close another partial here at 50. And let's see if we can run. We got a runner.
We got a runner.
50 pips in profit here. I got 20% of my position left running now. Close 30% at 50. Let's see if we can get to 100 pips here. Stops back before this thing. All right, TP is 100 flat, 100 pips flat here. Right, there's a target there to the left. This target right here, that's my target, and this target. Let's see if we can get to this support. We've closed so far. Our best closure on the last partial came out to. Okay, it's at I know you guys see 30 pips in the signals, but because there was a pineapple, it averaged those positions out. But this, so you're getting, it's 30 pips from the initial entry. Okay. $30 pips from the initial entry, not from the pineapple. From the pineapple, it's like 70. So the overall is 50. We're up about 70 pips, right? 60 pips. We got a runner. See, let's see. Can we get 100 pips here? Can we get a hundo? Give me a hundo. Running at 70, 75 pips in profit. Back to 60. Drop it down. Do your trade hang low? Do it wobble to the flow? Is it shine in the light? Is it platinum? Is it gold? So yeah, that partial was closed at 50 pips. I'll look at the exact count for that.
Nice job, bro. That was a nice little drop there. Wish I had taken a pineapple at the top, but
Yeah.
it was pretty.
It gave us a
beautiful.
chance to get a better entry, not to really like.
Yeah.
It wasn't about managing risk to get out and break even. It was just like, oh shit, you're gonna set me up for a better entry. I'll oblige.
Yeah, but I didn't take it. I was looking for it, and I didn't take it. I was like, all right, doesn't matter. It comes back, comes down. But WW, I'm ready. This is
Grown
my
ass
fourth
man
trade of-
spamming W? Hell yeah, he's supporting. I want you to spam W. It creates, right? It gets interaction. It's not about grown ass
Let's do it.
man. It's about supporting. The crazy thing is, the good thing is, you can be a grown ass man and support and not be weird or worried about spamming W's. Right? Like, it's called being an adult, bro. Yeah, you just, you do you. You support your friends. He's spamming W's to support the homie. When you go spend the fucking, you go drop $2,000 to support Destiny at the strip club. All right, we're running about 85 pips in profit. Can we get a hundo here? Can we get a
It's coming
hundo?
down, man.
Can we get a hundo?
Come on, bull. Come on, bull.
Can we get the full TP here for 100 pips? Give me 90. 90, 10 more, buddy. Come on. Oh, with 99. 99, give me one more. Break it. Yeah, full TP smack.
I feel good.
We gonna be on Sports Center, and whoever said
We got a runner.
was correct. Look at the rejection there. Kind of pipperoos. The signals caught all of that. See? 102 full TP. Signals. No, I'm. $103 pips. 103 pips total. W. Sells for 103. I know Signal sees 86. That's the difference there is the pineapple. So that's what I'm saying. 103 with the pineapple.
Yeah, I didn't take it.
I
It's
mean, if you
annoying.
count the pineapple as a separate position and I combine the two, it's like 200 pips. Right? The two
Yeah.
entries. But like the overall here, it's 103 pips we caught. Oh, we got
That's a massive W.
Wski. Damn, we got buys and sells on the same candle. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Damn, so we're at over 300 pips for the week already. We're at 1,500 pips in the last 15 days. How much does that average out to? 1,500 pips in 15 days? How far will you
100
go in an hour if you drive at 60 miles per hour? How far will you be?
1 hour.
You will be 1 hour. You will be far. You will be 1 hour away.
How far will you go in 1 hour? 60 kilometers at max.
I remember when the
Everything's
4 hour
felt.
closed, I said our job is to be in a cell somewhere on the 4 hour top wick. Damn, we executed that to the T. We only listened to Drizza up here at 85, right? But we still got hours, right? Like whether you get it up there or down here or down there or down there, like everything's tradable. Once you can read price action, right? Everything is a possible position. Sells up there, buys down here, sells down here. Just everything can be a position. Yeah. Grown ass men making moolah out here. W, thank you, Daniel. I fuck with Daniel. He always supports. Daniel helps me out outside of the streams as well. Bro, oh, I saw your email today. I'll take care of you this week. Saw your email today. Get situated. Another L candle, M30. Oh, we just caught a 100 pip runner. Fuck it, that candle. Oh, it's still coming down. Yeah. Let that candle fill. You got 2 more coming today? That's fucking fire. Let's go. I gotta put some out. Gotta get this W in there too, of course. Of course. Yeah, I gotta take a pull of that joint. You know what I mean? Like, who else just be showing up here, smoking weed, talking mad shit, and giving out W's, and can also tell you what the futures market really is?
Yeah, not many people can do that.
I got that answer
Drop a like.
memorized.
Drop a like, chat, if you haven't done so in the meantime. Sub to the channel. Share with your friends. Come and make some money with us. It is free $99.
Yeah. Somebody
No. Get the bundle.
get the bundle. Word. Get the bundle. Go. Honestly.
True that.
Yo, we take. Look. We're up 300 pips this week so far. 150 of them were caught outside the streams, right? So,
Yeah.
Get the fucking bundle. If you want to be taking these same positions when we're not on stream, once the stream is done and over with, and when we're out of here, right, or outside of Asian session or before Asian session, get the bundle. You get access to the private channels, private chats, private streams, private Zooms, private breakdowns, private giveaways, private signals. But I guess really the signals is the key there, right? Tell Jay that his mic is broken. Sounds fine to me. I didn't hear anything. Maybe it's your headphones. I don't know. Sounded fine. Private pictures where you get the pictures of my bunions. Onlyfeet.com/Wix9. Right? My Lamborghinis. Only feats. Maybe something revolutionary or wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. All right, let's see. Hey, Trump. Only feet, yeah. OW, only wins. Oh. Every bridge in Iran will be decimated. Every power plant will be out of business, burning. Yeah. Sounds about right. I get frowned upon. Like, Wix, you just don't look professional. You got these dreadlocks, you got these tattoos, you be showing up trading, smoking. Like, what kind of investor wants to trust you? A fucking profitable one wants to. One that wants to make money. I don't look for investors. You gotta invest in yourself. People come to me for investments. But in general. What's up, kiddo? You have a snack? What do you want? You want chips? What kind of chips? It's early, don't you? You need to. Hey. Yogurt? Yogurt or cereal? You need to eat first. Not to hate or anything, but don't you think it's a bit misleading if you note W's where you closed partials earlier with the tick amount of the initial closure where only 20% were still running? Yep, so 30... Do I think it's misleading? No, that's the extent of the position. I don't really care. Like, let's count it out based on all the partial closures, what it is in profits. No, that's how far the trade ran. Risk management's really up to you, right? If we got 70 out of it, we got 70 out of it. I'm just going to market the best closure. That's as transparent as it gets. I'm telling you my thought process. And, you know, W is a W. Make good money. But, risk management is really up to you. I hate when people, like, get upset at my risk management. Well, that's how I look at it. It's just how you want to take the position, where you want to cut it off. Full TP got smacked there with a runner. We secured 103 pips, 20%, right? 30% was secured at 50 pips, 52. No, 50 on the dot. And 50% was secured at 20. I don't think you're hating. You're asking for a clarification. I'm just giving you my thought process. I'm going to count the best closure. It's more marketable. We did get closures down there. We did get the runner to there, right? So, and it's a lot easier just saying sells for 103 than sells 20 partial closure, 50%, 50 runner, 103. Like, too much info, too much like it. It's just like, I give you a fucking winning trade, be happy. I give you a winning trade every fucking day for free on the live streams without you joining anything. I charge fucking pennies for signals and the community and the bundle. Somebody mentioned yesterday, Wix, why you only got 33 people in the signature? Like, well, now you can tell I don't really make money off signals, right? I don't make money off YouTube. I don't make money off signals. I don't make money off the community. I feed a family of like 10, right? I got like 10 dependents. Where the fuck you think
You
the
also
money's
feed my
coming from?
family, bro. You
Where
also
the
feed my
fuck
family.
you
man.
think? Where
Hell
you
yeah.
think that all this money comes from? No, it's from trading. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You should be putting more trust into the fact that, hey, I'm not making money off the fees I'm charging you. I'm making money off trading.
Yo, not trying to be a downer, Debbie Downer. I mean,
You
geez,
gotta
my
go?
brain's fried. I only slept 3 hours.
11:07. Let's wait till the London close. Peak.
At noon, no, I'm literally like,
Wait
my
till
face is about
11:30.
to hit the laptop every time. All right, 11:30, just for you, and then I'm gonna call it. I'm really burnt, bro. Slept 3
Listen to
hours
my
for real.
nonsense
That's
to at least
very
11:30.
early.
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen to my nonsense to at least 11:30.
Okay. I'll try to chime in once in a while as well on the nonsense. But you're not saying any nonsense, bro. It's all facts. You've been doing this shit for 5 years live, bro. So pennies on the dollar, bro. It's $97 for the entire fucking month. It is nothing. It is pennies. Yo, you make that in one trade, basically. Look at the 100 pip trade. Like, it's insane. So I love it. The strikes will take this channel down. Yeah.
If you don't make money off YouTube, why can't you play normal music? Will you get banned?
Yeah.
Yes, the channel will
Yes.
get taken down. We've tried. Last time, remember the last stream I played normal music? It got taken down, but it was the first time that YouTube sent me a message saying, hey, this is a strike. You need to go to copyright school for YouTube. It's almost like driving classes for when you get reckless driving. You got to go to copyright school. And they gave me right now, I have 2 strikes. If I get a third one, the channel will get shut down. So I'm not fucking with no copyright music. I'm on probation till middle of summer right now with YouTube, with 2 strikes till they come off the books. Reason why, that last stream gave me a copyright strike. The last one we played all the music, and right after that, like a week later, I posted a reel. Thanks, Daniel. I've never been like, it's usually if it's something is copywritten, I get a warning from YouTube. This is copywritten, where we've blocked this video in many, but the last time, no, like, this is a strike. You need to go to YouTube. So I got 1 strike from the live, and I got 1 strike from the reels, from the shorts. So now I have 2 strikes. And yeah, I didn't even tell you about that one, Daniel. The one I sent you wasn't a strike. The one I didn't send you, yeah, ended up getting a strike in one of the last videos. So they gotta be under a minute, bro. Anyway, so I'm on probation with YouTube. I'm afraid to even play a soundbite sometimes. Bro got a criminal record on you. Yeah, I gotta check in with my fucking PO. I'm wearing a YouTube ankle bracelet right now. I'd love to play normal music, right? I don't make shit off YouTube. I don't make shit off. It's pennies. Like, I feel like if there's so many things that I give beyond YouTube that if I don't charge for them, it's not as intimate as blasphemy. Right? Everybody can get in there. Doesn't make anything special about it. And I figure if I'm putting in the effort, you gotta put in the effort at least on your end, right? And paying for something will keep you accountable. I don't want everyone just get in there and like, hey, yeah, you do this, I won't do this. So you want to be an active member of the community, and paying for it will incentivize you to do that. I just don't want to charge you, like stupid money. That's why less than $100 a month, but I'm so behind schedule on so many things. But like, those prices were supposed to be raised 2 months ago, and they haven't, just because the back end of things isn't set up yet. I don't even want to mention it lately, but like when they go, every time I said they go up, they haven't gone up. But they will, and it's just gonna be overnight, and we won't even have a warning. You come Asian session? Yeah, 100%. We will be live 8 hours from now for Asian session as well. Right? Got some nice dubs last night in Asian session. Got a 150 pip dub the night before that in Asian session on Sunday, right? With the Signal channel. So we got 100 here today. See what Asian brings tonight as well. I saw the same thing happen with TTE as well. He posted a reel the other day and YouTube took it down. Yeah, I mean, a lot of our reels get taken down, or a lot of my shorts get taken down, but this was the first one that got me a strike. What the artist was like, wasn't like, it wasn't even like Drake or anything, or Kanye. It wasn't like that popular, that big, that it deserved a strike. Yeah, YouTube treating me like Iran right now, just striking everywhere. They done hit the Wix oil field. Yeah. There goes the Wix 9 nuclear plant. Damn. Wix 9 can't make an atomic bomb anymore. Hey gang, if you enjoyed today's stream, please drop a like and sub to the channel. Not even 200 people here. Over 100 pips caught. 120 pips caught. I'm even about the trades, teaching you how to fish. Facts. I say that all the time as well. I'm not really here to teach you my strategy. I'm here to teach you how to create a strategy. Right? Or I teach you my strategy as well, but I'm much better at getting across just the understanding of price action, so you can utilize it in a way that's consistent with your personality. I'll give you the info. You gotta know how to utilize it, how to use it, how to apply it. The application of knowledge is way more important than the knowledge itself. Yeah, somebody said yesterday in the Signal channel, somebody was like, man, when you said it's time to supercharge your accounts, you weren't lying. And I remember Caviar last year, I think, or the year before, like, same time, beginning of April, he was like, man, when you said it's time to supercharge your accounts, you weren't lying. I was like, damn, you just had flashbacks here. Right? Just because every year this time I say that, and every year this time people are always like, wow, right. Yeah, volume, peak volume, year in, year out, year in, year. This is peak volume for the year. And really, like, this is one of those moments where people think it's, people think it's about the money, but it's not, right? It's about alignment. Because a big win, got you, right? Big win, anyone can get lucky, right? 2 big wins, still possible. But when it's days, weeks, whole month, right? It's not luck anymore. It's control. So what you're really watching right now us do is control, right? We're in control, not the market. We control the patience, right? We got control over entries, control over not forcing trades. We are in control of the market, of the market coming to us, right? Instead of chasing it, right? Because honestly, like think about it. The truth is, our big wins, our streaks here, everything we've done over the last month, that's just kind of supercharged my account, supercharged our accounts. It didn't start this month. This started years ago, right? When I was taking losses that nobody saw. Started years ago, when I was over trading, where I was over leveraging, right? Like you remember clicking the button just to feel something, just to feel excitement? Like I remember those days. That's when today's wins started. But today, you don't really need the action. I don't need the action. So I said, if somebody asked me, like, what would people be surprised about if they, if they saw my terminal, you would see how boring trading really is. I don't need the action. I wait for precision. And that's kind of why the wins look easy, right? That's why the entries look clean. That's why the exits are always calm. I'm gonna need your help, guys, to spam some W's in here soon. Right? But I'm not fighting the market anymore, right? I'm letting it reveal itself, and then I just step in when it shows me its hand. And the craziest part, this isn't peak me, right? This isn't peak trading. This is just what happens when experience meets discipline at the same time. So yeah, massive W today, right? Massive W this week, massive W for this month. But what matters most, not the size of the wins, right? And I think a lot of the people in our community, in the Discord and the Clubhouse, can agree with me. It's not the size of the wins that we're getting now, how calm they feel. Right, options? How calm those wins feel, right? Santos, Turpy, everybody. Kenny? Right? Those wins just
I agree with. I agree, buddy.
Jay? Yeah. Jay said, I concur. I'll step in there. Yeah, but like that's really what it's about. And all of this is just years in the making. This W today started 8 years ago with the losses that nobody was seeing me take. That's crazy. I said that last week. Yeah, you're understanding. You're on the right track. You're seeing that it's not about the action, about feeling. You really want to feel calm. And that's just the biggest improvement. How the wins became less exciting and more calm, right? Less impulsive. And as I said that, another 5 people left. Fuckers. Yo, before everybody dips, can we do a little marketing here? We can do a little promoing. Hey gang, can we have a bunch of grown men in here spam some W's? That would be fucking sick. Yeah, don't worry, you're not gonna get made fun of. I'm just asking you to, right? I'm begging for your W's. I'm begging for your likes. Please get. Yeah, can we have a bunch of grown men spam some W's in here to really help out the Wix? Hey, spam the dubs, spam the dubs. damn the dubs. All right, we got it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Damn. As a grown man myself, I love all the grown men in this community. Dear Americans, your president is a madman. Fine, take it. Did you eat your yogurt? Okay, those aren't chips, that's popcorn. Okay. Looks really good. Let me try it whenever you're... Yeah, my hair be pulled too tight here. Huh? Yeah, open it now and let me try it. These are good.
Too much.
They're delicious.
Smart food. Not too much. I said not too much.
Not too much. Eat all my snacks. Damn, I'm living on a middle schooler's diet right now. Wow. Wow. Ready for buys? I'm in Atlanta. The kids are out of school. They just eating whatever. Shaking my head. Yeah, I mean, my kids had to. We had a long weekend here, right? Been home for like 4 days. They're eating just anything they want. Also, I've been taking them to some good places. Up. Well, I'm glad we got those sells. And now it's time for
You may hate me, but it ain't no lie. Baby, bye.
what I wouldn't do to be in my 20s again. maybe even in the teens. Feel me? Fuck no, man. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm in the best state of my life. I'm in the best everything of my life. Peaking right now. But I think it's time to really pack our shit here, right? You ain't gotta go home, but we gotta get out of here. Please drop a like and sub to the channel before you dip here. Also, before you leave, I want you to think about this, right? Trading isn't really about the charts, honestly, gang. Let's get rid of this music. Trading isn't really about the charts. It's about who you are when nobody's watching, right? Because when this stream ends right now, there's no chat, there's no hype, there's no momentum, there's no W energy, right? There's no Wix 9 energy. It's just you and your decisions. And when you wake up tomorrow, gang, nobody's going to force discipline. Nobody forces patience on you. Nobody forces you to wait. Nobody stops you from self-sabotage, right? Stream's done. And that's life too. It's like that in every aspect of life, right? Nobody's there when you skip the gym. Nobody forces you to wait. Just how it is, right? When there's nobody there when you guys choose comfort over growth, right? But those decisions, those quiet decisions, they compound the same way that trading does, right? The same way trades compound and winning streaks compound, and we're supercharging our account by making the right decisions, these small little decisions that play a huge role eventually in terms of a compound effect, right? Well, that life works the same way, right? One lazy decision, nothing happens. Two lazy decisions, nothing happens, right? And then a week goes by, still nothing. And then one day you look around and you realize that you drifted. And yeah, but it works both ways. The same thing in the other direction, right? You can you can make one disciplined decision, one small choice, one moment of restraint, one calm decision, right? They look small, they feel meaningless, but they add up, they stack up, right? And you stack enough of those, just like in trading, you stack enough of those blues, man, your goals will be smashed as a byproduct of what you're doing. I say this a lot, right? But you stack enough of those and suddenly life feels different. You feel different, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is when you dip here, when the stream ends and when you're out of here and there's nobody keeping you accountable, just remember in your head, the wins don't come from those big moments. They come from those tiny decisions that nobody else sees you make. It's called self-accountability, and it's the only thing that's gonna drag you over the line to prosperity. Okay? Make sure you
And by the
stack
way,
those tiny
that's
decisions
not
that nobody sees.
and that's not something that happens overnight, gang. Like it
100%.
takes a long time for that to happen, right? It took us a long time to be accountable. So don't expect this to be a walk in the park and then within a week you're good to go. It took a
Yeah,
long time.
that's almost disrespectful to me. People are like, yo, can you
Yeah.
just show me what you know in a week? And I'm like, that's offensive, bro. You know how long it took me to get here?
You're
I'm
like, yo,
glad you're
fool,
coming to me
what?
for knowledge, but like it took me a long ass time to get here. You gonna offend me like that? Just in a week?
Yeah.
Not even in a month?
Yeah, because you have people right in the chat sometimes. All right, are we buying or selling? Like, what do we do? You're like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, all morning we waited for this, right? All morning people were like,
Yeah.
yo, is it buy? Is it a sell?
Yeah.
Or so somebody put in the chat, oh, Don already took position. I'm like, how does that have to do with me?
Oh,
Like,
I didn't even see it. Yeah, I missed
what the
it.
fuck
Damn.
she gotta do? Which is even but no, we just I'm here trying to provide value through my own trading. That's all I'm doing. I've said this many, many times. Regardless of what anyone else is doing, right? We're not competing. There's no competition here. The only grind here is against poverty. There's no grind against or hustle against other traders, right? I hope everybody wins. The only
And
hustle here is against poverty.
I gotta give you props, man, because you've been honestly fucking killing it, like for a while now.
Yeah.
And you know, you struggled at some point last year and everything, but you've been killing it
Yeah. We've been on
for
a while
quite a
ride.
while now. So I gotta throw it out there and let everybody know. Give you the props where it is, because I know you don't get much love on that aspect, but I know, you know, we got the Zoom people and all that. But you've been fucking killing it. So,
Yeah,
you know,
it's been
shout out to you, my friend.
flow state. Yeah. I spoke about the flow state a little while ago. People were like, well, how do I get into flow state? Follow me, gang. I told the people like, yeah, we started the year like first 2 weeks. It was a little bit of strange price action, but I was like, I told everybody the same thing, man. Just stick around throughout the year. It just we end up taking this for a ride, and we've been a wild ride here. It's been up, up, up. The trajectory is up. Oh, by the way, Daniel, you could probably clip that outro, that last little monologue. Actually, it sounded good. Now that I think about it, flip that. 500 sell contracts. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm gonna go take the rest of the day off till Asian session. If you're in the signal channel, go relax, enjoy your day. Don't overtrade, don't overleverage. Don't give the market back what you just took from it. Close out the day in profits. Become one of the, part of the 2% of traders worldwide that are actually in profits today. End the day in the green. And Asian session, I'm looking to trade off market open. I don't know. I'll see what the day goes like. I don't know if we're in this chop. There might be positions on the next 4 hour, 2 p.m., maybe power hour. I'm not really locked in on it. If I see something, I obviously will call it, but I'm more locked in on market open for Asian session at 6 p.m. and then for our session at 8 p.m. live on YouTube over here. All right. So I'm going to dip. I'll see everybody here this evening. Zoom gang, Signal channel. Everybody in the private community, I'll see you guys tonight for Asian session. Mods, thank you so much for helping me run the stream. Jay,
Thank you, Wix.
congrats on the crib, and congrats on the second baby, and we'll see you here on our next stream as well. Appreciate the convo as always. Kenny, you as well. W, thank you guys for holding it down whenever I'm away from the PC. That helps.
Congrats on the baby. Yeah.
It's
a blessing.
It's definitely a blessing, yeah. But yeah, I appreciate everyone filling up the dead air whenever I'm away from the PC. That's really needed. And chat, as for me,
Wow, I feel good.
but yeah, my time here is up, and just like that, sound effects are too loud, and just like that, another New York session is in the books. All right, as I told you earlier, it's all about those quiet decisions that you make when nobody's watching. Keep stacking those profitable decisions. Oh, music ended for me. Thanks. Thanks, music. Appreciate you. But yeah, keep stacking those tiny wins, right? And those wins are going to come from those tiny decisions that no one else sees. I will see you guys tonight. Later.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Almost felt like Joe Biden over there. Lost my track of thought for a second. I was like, oh, you know the thing. You know the thing with the thing. Let's go, Brandon. See you guys tonight for Asian. Later.